All right, good morning, everyone. We're going to be live streaming here. We are here for the December the 8th, 2022 docket. And let me see who we're going to call first.
Number 20
Mr. Acevedo?
in the corner.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Acevedo's in the courtroom, number 20. And his case is Roberto Ariolas.
Salazar Ariolas, yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let me get the jail here. All right.
Oh, that's the male or the female
I know.
section.
Can you hear me, Jill?
Your Honor, he's a Spanish speaker only, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And the Jill logged off. Let me see. They're going to try again, or
I think this is a female, only the male section, bro.
there's a problem right there. Alpha's coming back on again.
Okay,
Ah.
come on.
All right. Can you hear me, Jill? Bravo section.
It's the female. Really problem.
Okay, Bravo section. Can you hear me? We got Alpha. Now I can see them. How about Bravo? All right, I think.
She's calling them. Okay, Alpha, we have the last one is a female. That's Robert Puente. We can take her that one.
Okay, let me see. The last one is Robert. Is there Robert Puente in?
It's connecting.
Well, let me see, Alpha. You have Stephanie McCrory. Stephanie McCrory, and we have, well, that'll be cost number CR 22-12-150D, Stephanie Monique McCrory. And good morning, Mr. Puente. We got a plea here, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. I just met with my client a day ago. I think she has a little issues with the charge. In light of that, she does have some criminal history, but I've reviewed her history. She has no revocations or anything for not having shown up in court, Your Honor. So at this time, we'd like to make an oral motion for a bond reduction, Your Honor. She's got her parents at home to stay, but at the time that she was arrested, I think she was staying in a park. But I think she's since made amends with her mother so she could stay with her parents. If the court has any concerns about where she's going to stay at.
Okay. She only has one charge?
I think 2 charges of resisting.
Oh, yeah. I have resisting here. The one I just called, CR 22-12-150D. And
Number 10.
number 10, let me see number 10. Number 10 is CR 22-01-838D, Stephanie McCrory. Yeah, both of them are resisting, right? Class A's?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I think one of them has 26 days and another one 9 days.
I believe so, Your Honor.
That's it, right? Okay. All right. What were you requesting, Mr. Puente? Bond reduction?
Yes, Your Honor. If possible, a personal recognizance bond or with the AIP or any type of other mechanism to make sure that she shows up to court.
State, anything to say?
No objection, Judge.
All right. We can make them $1,000 each PR. $1,000 PR bond for both cases. CR 22-01-838D and CR 22-12-150D, 1,000 PR bond. And then we're coming back on Pre-trial date, February the 2nd, 2 p.m. February the 2nd, 2 p.m.
Is she a US citizen?
Okay. Is she a U.S. citizen, Mr. Puente?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, it's set for February 2 p.m. Of course, if you need the court to bump it up, let us know, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that'll do it for Ms. McCrory, 2 PR bonds. All right, thank you, ma'am. You may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Back to number 20 to see if Bravo section or Alpha.
Number 20. No.
Roberto Ariolas. Ariola.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Mr. Acevedo, right?
They locked off again.
All right. Mr. Acevedo, I'm just waiting for your client. We have the jail that is,
They locked off again.
yeah, going in and out. And so we have nobody now from jail.
Are you a Cowboys fan, Your Honor?
Yes,
Awesome. So we're having a good football season, right?
Astros, Cowboys.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, Fox, good morning. The first one is going to be Roberto Ariola. All right, can you hear me, Fox?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Very low.
Okay, I cannot hear you because you're very low.
Okay, let's put some more on. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Can you hear the volume on the computer?
I can barely hear them.
No.
Nope.
Your Honor, can you hear us?
Yes.
You can hear us? Let me see.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, thank you very much. The first one is going to be Roberto Ariolas,
Roberto. Okay.
and he needs interpreting, right, Mr. Acevedo?
Yes.
All right.
Spanish.
All right. Okay. Cost number CR 22-1. I'm sorry, CR 22.
Levanta la mano, Ariolas.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
¿Juras que el testimonio que vas a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí.
Yes,
And you
puedes
can put
bajar
your
la
hand
mano.
up. CR 22-12-016D, Roberto Salazar Ariolas. Your charge theft, class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand
En
that?
el caso tuyo, CR 22-12016D, el estado de Texas contra Roberto Salas Ariolas, te acusan de robo, que es una clase A. Bajo la ley es no más de 1 año en la cárcel y no más de una multa de $4,000. La pregunta es, ¿comprendes eso? ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Comprendes que tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso. También tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Así es.
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
No,
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a
Y
plea?
comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
sí,
Yes.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the record? Did I say that?
Yes.
I'm sorry. You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plea of guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to his country, or the denial of naturalization in the federal law?
Y comprendes tú que si no eres ciudadano de este país y te declaras culpable, eso puede resultar en exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
sí,
Yes.
And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogado?
sí.
Yes.
All right. And how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
¿Y cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Your Honor.
Culpable.
Your Honor, before my client, I just have a series of questions before my client. answers
Okay.
that question.
Guilty.
Okay.
Mr. Ariola, I met with you this morning. Is that correct?
Señor Ariola, yo visité contigo esta mañana, ¿es correcto? Es el abogado que te está preguntando.
Sí,
Yes.
I advised you to speak to an immigration attorney before making any decision. Is that correct?
Y yo te aconsejé que hablaras con un abogado de inmigración antes de que tú hicieras una decisión. ¿Es correcto eso?
sí,
Yes.
I also offered you to do a PTD application, but you declined to go forward with that. Is that correct?
Y también yo te aconsejé que yo te podía ayudar a hacer una aplicación para ver si este caso se puede, tiene otra venida en vez de que te declararas culpable. ¿Es correcto eso? Pero tú rechazaste eso.
sí,
Yes.
sí.
And
Yes.
yeah, and that is all the questions that I have for you.
Oh, okay. Did you plead guilty freely and voluntarily? All right. State.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as States Exhibit 4. State also requests that defense counsel stipulate the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
So stipulated, no objection, Your Honor.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that Roberto Arriolas is guilty as charged. And our recommendation state.
In CR 22-12-016D, the state recommends a $300 fine, court costs, 8 months deferred adjudication, a theft course, 30 community service hours, and open restitution to the victim, Noel Rodriguez.
Noel Rodriguez, and I have a date of December 14.
Your Honor, I just want to advise to the court that my client, there is an ice hold on this.
There's a nice hope.
Yes.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
if we can have a little bit more time, do you need to get in contact with the victim judge? I don't believe we will be able to do it in less than a week.
Yeah, the problem is that the court is going to be out, Ileana. That's the last date that we're going to have court.
Okay. Okay,
So-
then,
That's a week.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, December 14, 11 a.m. to Noel Rodriguez, right?
Yes.
Now, how long he's been in jail? About 15 days.
Yes, sir.
All right. Can do the $100 fine plus court costs. Wait, first of all, the court will amend the judgment here to reflect that it will be the judgment of the court that the finding of guilty and all further proceedings are hereby deferred in CR 22-12-016D, State versus Roberto Arriola. So it will be deferred probation, $100 fine plus court costs, 8 months deferred, and then waive the community hours, that classes, and I think that'll do it, right?
Roberto, en el caso tuyo, el juez, en vez de darte una multa de $300, le bajó a $100 más costos de corte. Hay una clase de robo que tienes que tomar, te quitó las horas de servicio a la comunidad y el día 14 de diciembre a las 11 de la mañana hay una audiencia para si la víctima Noel Rodríguez se presenta y hay daños que tú causaste, vas a ser responsable por pagar esos daños también.
Okay. Good luck with your probation, okay, sir?
Suerte con tu libertad condicional.
Merry Christmas, Your Honor, and Happy New Year to your staff.
Okay.
Happy Easter.
All right. Happy holidays. Thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Mr. Manji has number 22.
Number 22. Let me see.
Otoniel Gonzalez. It's a
Amen.
Spanish speaker.
22. Otoniel Gonzalez.
Good morning, Your Honor. He is signed up.
Yes, sir.
for-
Good morning. You'll need interpreting, right, sir?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
All right, that's what I have here.
Buenas tardes.
Okay, all right, good morning.
Buenos días, levanta tu mano derecha, González.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Juras que el testimonio que vas a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí, lo puedo hablar.
Yes, I swear.
And you can put your hand down.
Puedes bajar tu mano.
CR 2212-091D, Otoniel Rocha Gonzalez, your charge assault, class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
González, en el caso tuyo te acusan de una clase A. Bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $4,000 y no más de un año en la cárcel. La pregunta es, ¿comprendes eso, sí o no?
Yes, sí.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waive those two rights?
¿Comprendes que tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso? También tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Yes, sí.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Hablas inglés?
No, español.
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente? ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés loco?
No.
Okay, you understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation when you give a plea?
¿Comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable? ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plead guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization to federal law?
¿Comprendes que si te declaras culpable y no eres ciudadano de este país, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te niegue la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales? ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
And
Yes.
was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
And how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not
¿Y
guilty?
cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
And
Guilty.
are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Te estás declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports to States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal of States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures of States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment of States Exhibit 4. State also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, Your Honor. We so stipulate.
Without objection, so admitted. It will be the judgment of the court that the finding of guilty and all further proceedings are hereby deferred. Recommendation, please.
In CR 22-12-091D, the state recommends a $500 fine, court costs, 1 year deferred adjudication, anger management by Mujeres Unidas, 40 community service hours, for the defendant to have no harmful contact with the victim, Iris Tenorio, and open restitution.
Again, December 14th on the open restitution, December 14th at 11 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor. And he has been in jail for about 10, 11 days. If the
Okay.
court would have any consideration on the fine and court costs.
Okay. On him, let's see here. With the 40 community hours, right?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, we can weigh that, and then and then the fine we can make it $200 plus court costs instead of $5, and then open restitution to what was the name again? Iris, was it Iris?
Tenorio.
Iris Tenorio. Okay, I got it. Tenorio.
González, en el caso tuyo, en vez de una multa de $500, el juez le bajó a $200 más costos de corte. Vas a estar en un año de libertad condicional. Tienes que ir a clases de consejo y de que no tengas contacto o no lastimes a Iris Tenorio. Tienes que regresar el 14 de diciembre a las 11 de la mañana. Si hay daños que la víctima tiene, entonces tú vas a ser responsable por pagar esos daños.
Okay.
All right, sir. Good luck with that probation.
Thank you.
Thank you, huh?
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir,
Judge.
Mr. Manji, you're excused. Have a good day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You too.
Who you gonna call next?
Ms. Mount, she has number 15.
Miss number 15,
Yes.
and that'll be Anthony Chirby. Okay, Miss Mount, good morning.
And he also
Good morning,
has
Your
number
Honor.
16.
And number 16 are
15
both,
and 16.
all right, both cases are what, MTRs or what?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Let me see here. 2 MTRs, right, man?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, let's see here. Anthony Chirby Jr. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. Two cases here, CR 2205-815D, CR 2205-816D, both of them State of Texas versus Anthony Cherby. This is a revocation proceeding whereby the Adult Probation Office and DA's office are both alleging that you violated your probation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that if the court does find that you did violate your probation, that the court may sentence you to the full amount of punishment that was probated back then when you pled guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. Has your attorney explained to you all the conditions of probation that you allegedly violated for each case?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them all pretty well?
Excuse me?
Do you understand all those violations pretty well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is your plea, sir? True or not true that you at least violated one of those conditions for each of the cases?
True.
And are you pleading true, really and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
State offers waiver of rights, consent to stipulation of evidence, and plea of true to state's motion to revoke post-conviction community supervision as state's Exhibit 1. State also requests defendant stipulate that he is the same defendant who was previously placed on probation.
So agreed and stipulated.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the finding of this court that Anthony Cherby did violate probation in CR 2205-815D and 05-816D. And recommendations, are they identical, state?
Yes, Judge.
What is it, ma'am?
Recommendation is a $100 fine, court costs 123 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 123 days.
I don't know. 123? 123? Okay.
Your Honor, my client is going to be sentenced tomorrow to 4 years in TDC. We would ask that any monetary penalties be waived and he just be sentenced to time served on these motions to revoke.
Okay, for both cases, court will waive the fine and court costs because he's done plenty of days in jail already.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry?
The recommendation for the second.
The same one. So for each case, for both cases, court will waive the fine and court costs, and it'll be 123 days in jail, one credit for 123 each. It'll be a time served for each case. So that'll do it for this case. It's time served. Okay, Mr. Cherby?
Thank you, sir.
All right, good luck over there, sir. Be careful out there.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all the business I had before this honorable court. May I please be excused?
You're excused. Have a good day. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Judge.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Albert Barbosa.
Mr. Barbosa.
Luis Anthony Ayala.
Luis Jonathan Ayala. You said Anthony.
I'm sorry.
Good-
He's got
good
number
morning,
one,
Judge.
number two, number three,
Okay, I want to make sure we have the right person because he has
Yes.
about 30 cases.
number 6, and number 7.
All right, let me see here. Mr. Barbosa, let me take a couple of seconds here to get everything together here. I understand it's going to be like 5 pleas and 4 dismissals, right?
Yes, Your Honor, and I am sending in for Mr. Ricardo Alanis on 4 of the cases, Judge.
Okay, so we'll do all 5 of them together with you. 1,
Yes, Your Honor.
2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got them already. All right, let's see here. Luis Jonathan Ayala, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. Here's the first one. Here we go. CR 20-02-968D, driving while intoxicated, Class B misdemeanor. CR 20-09-405D, assault, Class A misdemeanor. CR 21-08-400D, harassment, Class B misdemeanor. CR 22-04-818D, assault, Class A misdemeanor. And the last plea here is going to be on CR 22-05-789D, violation of protective order, Class A misdemeanor. On the Class B misdemeanors, the potential penalty can be up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. On the Class A, each case carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand that for each case, you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those 2 rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily for each case?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
We're gonna do all of
Your Honor, in each case, the state offers plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and
Okay.
certification of defendant's right of appeal as States
them.
Exhibit 2,
He's-
waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as States Exhibit 4. State also requests the defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Judge, we have no objection, so agree and stipulate to venue jurisdiction and that all evidence is sufficient in these cases.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that defendant is guilty as charged on all 5 cases. Now, Mr. Barbosa, you did tell the court earlier that you were going to do all of them, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm
You were
standing in
still-
for Mr. Alanis on
Mr.
4.
Lanis is there in the court.
Oh, okay, because Mr. Lins is standing there in the courtroom, but all I can do is just wave at him. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
We got it, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir, thank you. Yes, sir, your excuse. Thank you. All right, now, state, any of them identical as far as recommendations?
Judge, the first,
Well, let's start with the WI, CR 20-02-968.
that one, Judge, is the $100 fine, court costs 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 180 days.
All right, on this one, court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because he's got plenty of time in jail. That'll be a time served. The next
you,
one, CR 20-09-405D.
The state recommends a $300 fine, court costs 1 year, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 20 months, anger management by Mujeres Unidas, 40 community service hours, an affirmative finding of family violence, open restitution, and for the defendant to stay away from the victim, Jermaine Ayala.
Open restitution will be set for December 14 a.m. and to stay away from Ayala.
Jermaine,
Jermaine Ayala. yes.
Herman.
Hermana Ayala, okay. All right, I'll come back to this one in a little while. Let me just hear the other ones. CR 21-08-400D.
I'm sorry, the 04818.
Yeah, 08-400D.
It's that one will be the harassment. It's
Yes,
$100 fine, court costs 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 180 days. And for the defendant to have no telephonic or electronic communication with Jermaine Michelle Ayala, including all social media platforms.
Sorry, Jermaine Ayala. Who else is it? One person or how many?
It's one judge, the same victim.
Okay, but anyway, it's a court will waive the fine and court costs because it's 180 for 180. Plenty of time in jail, time served on this one, but no harmful contact with Jermaine Ayala, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then I have CR 22-04-818D.
The state recommends a $300 fine, court costs 1 year, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 20 months. The Batterers Intervention Program, 40 community service hours, open restitution, and no harmful contact with the victim, Kayla Lara.
Kayla Lara,
Yes, Judge.
no harmful contact. Okay,
Open restitution.
open restitution as well?
Or
No open restitution on this one?
Yes, Judge, this one has.
Okay, December 14, 11 a.m. December 14, 11 a.m. Now on this one, I can already tell you, no fine, no court cost, no community hours, because it's going to run concurrent with the very first assault case. Okay. Then the last plea, CR 22-05-789D. Yes, ma'am.
A $100 fine, court costs 202 days, Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 202 days.
202. Okay, again, because of the time in jail, no fine, no court cost, 202 at time served. So then, like I said, on the first assault case, that one is $300 fine plus court cost 1 year, probated for 20 months, anger management. Court will waive the community hours
Yes, Your Honor.
and open restitution, December 14, 11 a.m. for Jermaine Ayala.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Judge,
Now,
This
yes,
one
go-
also has the affirmative finding of family violence, Judge.
that's right. And on both assault cases, there'll be a finding of family violence. Affirmative finding of
sir.
family violence, court finds. Okay?
Judge, the only thing we were asking, he is pleading guilty to a felony, Your Honor, if this could run concurrent with the felony.
Okay, if that's the case, here we go again. Let's go back to CR 20-09405D. Then in that case, no fine, no court cost, no fees.
Thank you, Judge.
And no fees on any of them because he's going to be doing all of that in the bigger case.
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
that'll be a one-time deal. So now
Thank
we
you,
have like 4 cases left. Could you put them on the record there for dismissal, ma'am?
Yes, it's CR 22-04819D and CR 20-02969D, CR 21-10-060D, and CR 22-02254D. The state will move to dismiss these cases pursuant to the plea agreement, Judge.
All right, court will hereby grant state's motion to dismiss.
you,
In
Judge.
CR 20-02969D, CR 21-160D, CR 22-02254D, and CR 22-04818D, 819D. All of them, State of Texas versus Luis Jonathan Ayala. All 4 cases here are hereby dismissed. All
you,
right,
Judge.
anything else, Mr. Barbosa?
That's all we have, Judge. May we be excused.
Yes, sir, may be excused. Good luck with your probation there, Mr. Ayala.
Thank you, Judge. You guys stay safe.
Thank you, stay safe, huh?
Mr. Ted Lopez is in the courtroom. He's got Margarito Vargas,
Oh, give me a number.
number 23.
Number 23, Margarito Vargas. Mr. Ted Lopez, there he is in the courtroom. Any interpreting there, Mr. Lopez?
No, Your Honor. Good morning, Judge. He has signed up.
All
for the
right.
plea, Judge.
All right, good morning. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. CR 22-12-093D, Margarito Vargas Jr. Your charge, Class B misdemeanor theft. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those 2 rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent by a doctor?
No, sir.
Okay, you understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And okay, and how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
The state offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit 4. State also requests the defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection to the exhibits offered. We stipulate to venue and jurisdiction. We also stipulate these documents will corroborate his plea of guilty.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation, state?
In CR 22-12-093D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 11 days, Hidalgo County jail credit for 11 days.
All right, because due to the 11 days in jail, court will hereby waive the fine and court costs. So therefore, 11 for 11, it'll be a time served. That'll do it, sir. You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
sir. Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. I'll do it. Thank you, sir.
We have Ms. Karina Serra, number 27, Miguel Ángel Garcia.
Miguel Ángel Garcia. Only one case? All right, Miss Karina Cerda.
Spanish, Your Honor. It'll be in Spanish, Your Honor.
It'll be a Spanish? Okay. All right, let me see if I can get Miss Cerda. Miguel Ángel, Miguel Ángel. Miguel Ángel. I think it's just one case, right? All right. Can you hear me, Miss Cerda?
¿Puedes seguir? ¿Cómo? ¿Puedes seguir?
Sí. All right. Now I need to get Miss Cerda on board here.
No, I think she's going to the courtroom.
She's going to go to the courtroom. Okay.
I don't think she has.
She's probably going to the courtroom. Can we do somebody else instead?
I don't know what Mr. Garcia has.
Mr. Garcia, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Morning, Judge. I'm
Morning.
standing for Tony Torres on Jacob Ray Guerra. I believe Joe Bravo has his other cases.
Okay. Jacob, okay.
Tony, Torres has one,
Give
number
me-
4.
yeah, Number 4?
Is that gonna be a plea?
Yeah, number
Yeah.
4, number 4. Number 4. Okay, I found number 4. Let's see what it says here. Is it going to be a plea, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor. I was able to meet with him in the jail this morning and
Okay.
signed them up, and I emailed the paperwork to Ms. Sepulveda this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, did you get it, Mr. Pulveda?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, now, Miss, let's go back to Miss Cerda, right? 27, I think. Miss Cerda, can you hear me? Okay, I don't hear you, Miss
Why don't
Cerda.
you tell her to go to the?
Yeah, Miss Cerda, if you're in the courthouse, you can go to the courtroom.
Can hear you.
Because I don't hear what you're saying. Just go to the courtroom. Okay, there you go. She's gonna go to the courtroom. So, Mr. Garcia,
We can do that one, and then if they can hold him there because he's got other cases, but Joe Bravo signed him up on those.
okay.
Yes,
right.
Your Honor. I can stand
Okay.
in for Mr. Bravo. We've been in communication.
Okay, okay. Mr. Barrow, I don't even see him on.
He was on, but he logged off.
You know what? He was on. I remember him on. Let me just see. Are you there, bailiff?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, bailiff. We're waiting on Miss Sarah that she's gonna be walking in the courtroom. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Jill, we're waiting on her attorney. His attorney. Okay.
That, Your Honor.
Okay.
Don't take a seat.
Yeah. You want to call?
No, who's there right now? What defendant is there?
That'll be Miguel Angel Garcia.
Is it?
Yeah. Is that Miguel Angel Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we can do Jacob.
Well, no, you don't
Guerra.
want him. You don't want him.
Well, we're waiting for the attorney.
Jill, do you happen to have Jacob? What's the name again? Jacob.
Better have him.
Jacob Guerra.
Yeah, he's here, Your Honor.
Okay, let me do him first. Okay, bring him on. All right, here we go.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Okay, Mr. Guerra, I understand there's 2 attorneys. This one here is going to do 1 case, so you're going to hold on a little while till I get the other one on board. But for this attorney, it's Edward Antonio Torres, but we have Mr. Garcia standing in for Mr. Torres. It'll be a plea on the DWI case, DWI Class B misdemeanor. And you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. CR 2011-441D, Jacob Ray Guerra. This is the DWI Class B misdemeanor. The potential penalty here can be up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those 2 rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir. Correct.
All right, state.
The state offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit 4. State also requests the defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objections, Your Honor. So agreed to and stipulated.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that Jacob Guerra is guilty as charged in this case, CR 2011-441D. Recommendation, state.
The state recommends a $500 fine, court costs 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 20 months, an alcohol course, a mobile alcohol monitoring device for 10 months, 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, Mothers Against Drunk Driving impact panel, and 40 community service hours.
All right, 40 community hours. All right, on this one. Yes, ma'am.
He does have another DWI, which is with Mr. Bravo, and it's the same recommendation, Judge.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna hold on to, I'm gonna keep this recommendation until I hear the other one, and then I'm gonna start chopping wood here, okay? So for this one, we already have the guilty plea, and I'm gonna go to Mr. Bravo now, so we can do the other one, okay?
Number 5.
Number 5,
And number 9.
He has 2 DWIs and 2 POMs. It's going to be plead to the 2 DWIs to dismiss the 2 POMs.
okay, I have POM here, and a POM
And
here,
number 24.
and number 24, okay. 24. The other DWI case, here it is. All right, Mr. Bravo, you ready on this one?
Yes, Your Honor, I am ready.
All right, I've got Mr. Jacob Ray Guerra there on the screen. He's already been sworn, and he's already pled guilty to 1 DWI. Here's the other one, okay? CR 22-12-105D, Jacob Ray Guerra, DWI Class B misdemeanor. Once again, it carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand that you're also entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those 2 rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation when you give a plea?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily on this case?
Yes, sir.
All right. State.
The state offers plea documents and offense reports to States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal of States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures of States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment of States Exhibit 4. State also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Mr. Bravo.
No objection, Your Honor, that's on.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that Jacob Ray Guerra is guilty as charged in CR 22-12-105D. And the recommendation for this one, State?
The state recommends a $500 fine, court costs $100, jail probated over 20 months, an alcohol course, a mobile alcohol monitoring device for 10 months, 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, and Mothers Against Drunk Driving impact panel, and 40 community service hours.
All right, now this one, away the community hours, just as the other one also. On number 1, weigh the community hours in the first case. But on this one, because he's already going to pay the fine and court costs on the other one, no fine, no court costs, no fee. On this one, no community hours, and he is to run concurrent with the first one. On the first one, there was a fine and court costs 180 over 20 months. Alcohol classes, mobile device, 10 months, 180 days suspension of driver license, and the MAT program. Also, no community hours on this one. So they're going to run concurrent. Okay, guys?
Also, Your Honor, if it's possible to run the driver's license suspension with any administrative suspension.
Yes, that's what the judgment is going to reflect. Yeah, it'll run with any administrative suspension. So now we have what, 2 other cases, State?
Yes, Judge.
The 2 other POMs?
Yes, and that's CR 21-08206D and CR 22-01577D. The state will move to dismiss these cases pursuant to the plea agreement.
Okay, the court will hereby grant State's motion to dismiss on CR 21-08206D, CR 22-01577D. Both of them, State of Texas versus Jacob Ray Guerra. Both cases are hereby dismissed. Okay?
Right. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good luck with your probation there, Mr. Guerra. You have a
great day.
Yes, sir. Great day.
Mr.
Thank you,
Bravo
Judge.
has Eduardo Quintanilla.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Mr. Bravo, you have who?
Eduardo Quintanilla.
Eduardo Quintanilla? Give me a number.
17, 18, 19.
17, 18, 19. All right. Eduardo Quintanilla. There's 3 cases, Mr. Bravo. Those are yours?
Yes, Your Honor. And
All right.
Judge, on this case, I was appointed about 2 days ago. I've already spoken with him. He does have a parole hold, Judge, which
Okay.
may or may not, speaking with parole, they may lift that hold, but that'll be sometime later on, I guess. At this point, Judge, we're asking for a jury trial setting.
Okay. For all 3 cases? 1, 2,
for all
3.
Your Honor.
Okay, CR 2209-859, CR 22-109-50D, and CR 22-109-51D, all of them State of Texas versus Edward Quintanilla. And you're looking for a JT jury trial for each. Let me get a date right now. See if we get. All right, we're gonna work on a date. And courts understand as well that there's a parole hold in this case.
January 30th,
Mhm.
9 a.m.
January 30th, 9 a.m. January 30th, 9 a.m. Did you get it, sir? Okay.
Yes, sir. I got it.
If for some reason you work something out, and let the court know, we'll bump it up. Okay, sir? Okay, so that'll do it, Mr. Quintanilla. You have a reset date of January 30th, okay? Your attorney will be talking to you, okay?
Well, can he come and talk to me soon? Because I want to request a motion for a speed trial, if that's possible.
All right, yeah, he's gonna talk to you, Mr. Bravo. Don't forget, okay?
All right,
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Karina Cerda, she's number 27, Miguel Ángel Garcia.
Number 27, let's go back to Miguel Ángel Garcia. All right, Miguel Ángel Garcia.
I don't know what the announcement is.
What's the announcement on this one, Miss Cerda?
Good morning, Your Honor. Karina Cerda for Miguel Ángel Garcia. We're here on a plea, Your Honor. I sent the paperwork, or I dropped it off this morning here at the courthouse, and I believe it was sent over to Mr. Pulveda.
All right, it'll be a plea.
Yes, Your
All right. All right. Raise your hand, please. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Oh, he's a Spanish speaker, Your Honor. I apologize.
All right. Okay. All right, let me get somebody here. All right, we need an interpreter on this one.
Okay.
And I already gave the oath, okay?
Miguel, levanta tu mano derecha. ¿Juras que el testimonio que vas a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí, lo juro.
Yes, I swear. Puedes bajar la mano.
You can put your hand down. Cost number CR 2212-135D, Miguel Ángel Garcia. Your charge, Class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential DWI. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Miguel, en el caso tuyo, CR 22-12135D, el estado de Texas contra Miguel Ángel García. El cargo es andar manejando en el estado de embriaguez, que es una clase A. Bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $4,000 y no más de un año en la cárcel. La pregunta del juez es, ¿comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí, sí, sí.
Yes.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Comprendes que tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso, también tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
¿Perdón?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente por un doctor, que estés loco?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation when you give your plea?
¿Comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plead guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization under federal law?
Y comprendes tú que si te declaras culpable y no eres ciudadano de este país, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogada?
Sí.
Yes.
And how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not
¿Y
guilty?
cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Y te estás declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures of States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment of States Exhibit 4. State also requests the defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
We have no objection, Your Honor, and will so stipulate.
All right, without objection, so admitted. Recommendation, State?
Your Honor, this defendant does have an immigration hold, so the
Okay.
state is recommending a $100 fine, court costs 30 days, Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 10 days.
I'm sorry, you said 30 days credit for 10?
Yes, Judge, this is a class A misdemeanor, and so for jail recommendations.
Yeah, it's a class A, right? Okay,
Yes, Judge.
all right. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we would like to plead to the court for the court costs to be waived as Ms. Sepulveda and for Mr. Garcia to be sentenced to time served. As Ms. Sepulveda explained, he does have an ICE hold. His deportation is imminent, and he has no priors. He's never been arrested before. This is his first time arrest. Had he not had an ICE hold, he would have been a PPD eligible or eligible for other programs. But because of his immigration status, he essentially his best option is time served. So we are kindly asking the court that he be given the credit for the time that he has received and close out this case.
Okay, but he's got an ICE hold, right? So from here, he goes straight to immigration?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And he's done, I think, 11 days?
I believe he's on 13. I think today is his 13th day.
Okay.
I have 10, Judge.
10, and I have 11. So.
It's 11. The document was printed out this morning.
Okay, so can we do 11 and a half or 12 and a half? Okay, let's do it. No fine, no court costs. All right, let's do it for no fine, no court costs. And we'll make it 11 days in jail, credit for 11. That'll be a time serve. All right. Time serve for Mr. Garcia.
Señor García, el juez en vez de darte 30 días en la cárcel, le va a bajar la sentencia a 11 días. 11 días ya has servido tú.
Because he's got immigration.
Porque tienes problemas con inmigración. So es tiempo servido. Te quitó la multa y los costos de corte. So, con esto termina este caso. Ya después ya inmigración te levanta y ya arreglas tú con inmigración.
Okay.
Suerte.
All right, thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Muchas gracias. Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You're excused. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Flores.
Mr.
Ricardo Flores,
Ricardo
he's got
Flores.
number 8.
Yes, Your Honor.
On the motion to
Got
revoke,
number 19 and 20 on your docket, Your Honor.
and also number 21. And yeah, it's number 8 and number 21.
Okay, so that's going to be Matthew Lopez, right?
Yes, Matthew Lopez. I have him as 19 and 20 on the docket I was sent, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so how many cases do you have?
It's got 2. It's got number 8 and number 21 in our document.
Okay, okay. He's got 2 cases. Okay, we got it.
They're both motions to revoke.
And they're both MTRs?
One is a motion to revoke
Huh?
21
Yeah, number
13004D.
21 is a regular plea.
And the other one's the regular plea, right?
Well, they're not pleas, Your Honor. I haven't received, they tried to send me discovery, but they sent me somebody else's plea papers. And this young man has been there a few days, since November, I think, 26th. And they filed a motion to revoke. So not sure what the state wants to do other than perhaps arraign him on his Class A assault for now, because I haven't received a rec, haven't received discovery, haven't received that.
Okay, so then you want to reset it for Monday? Monday?
At 2 p.m.
How about a reset date for Monday, Mr. Brothers?
Sure, if he can be arraigned, Your Honor.
2 p.m. the 12th needs to be arraigned.
Yeah, what the date?
The 12th,
December 12th. And that'll be what time?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. December 12th for the plea. All right,
Very
and right
well,
now we're
Your
going to do, the arraignment is going to be today on CR 22-12-039, the Matthew Lopez assault Class A misdemeanor. Now that carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Court will at this time enter a plea of not guilty. So then try to work it out and we'll see you on Monday, okay, Mr. Flores?
Yes,
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, Monday,
That's all we
Monday,
have.
Mr.
to-
Lopez,
I
we'll see you.
excuse-
Thank you.
Thank you,
You may
sir.
excuse. Have a good day. Thank you.
I don't know if Mr. Miro Arredondo is in the courtroom.
Me a number?
He is standing in for Terry Palacios, number 25 and number 26.
25 and 26. I asked bailiff. Anybody there in the courtroom, bailiff?
Judge, Attorney Mito Arredondo was in for Mr. Terry Palacios, but he stepped out. I went outside. I cannot locate him. Let me text him right now.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna need a reset. Doesn't have
Yeah.
the paper for the.
It'll be a reset then on Juan Daniel Mendoza.
We can reset it for Monday as well.
Okay, Jill, that's gonna be a reset. CR 22, 12, 113D, 12, 114D, Juan Daniel Mendoza.
I believe we cleared the board already.
I can't hear.
I didn't hear it, Jill.
I believe we already cleared the board. We think we're done.
You're done? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
because the last one was Mendoza, but that'll be a reset.
Reset, I already advised him, Your Honor. Anything
All right.
else, Your Honor? Maybe
That'll do
excuse?
it. That'll do it. You may be excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That it right now?
That's it for this document.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's it for